stop playing bass and start thinking like a singer. Well, this doesn't mean that you only should care for yourself, like all the singers do. No, I mean stop playing the usual way and start thinking of something completely new. I show you. Stay tuned. Yeah, you guys, this is Bobby Bass from Bobby Bass Universe. Well, when I tell you to stop playing bass, we first have to talk about what I think most bassists do when they are playing to a new song, for example. So I mean the situation when your guitar player comes to the band with a new song. What do we bassists usually do? The chords are pretty easy. It's an E, an C, an A and an D. So in former times, bassists used to play something like this. So this is old school bassists thinking. Something like a country-based bass guitar. So in a rock band, what you can do is of course playing your eighth. That's nice. Well, as I told you before, there are some principles in creating a bass line, and the most important thing you have to mention, and if you think of, not to play the same notes as your guitar player. If you want to see more about creating a great bass line, watch my video. I will link it up here. So what can you do? You can stick to the root note. Yeah, so this is how we bassists think of a new song. But when I tell you to stop playing bass, I want you to think like a singer or like a guitar player. So what does the singer do when he is listening for such a song for the first time? Well, he got thoughts in his mind. And well, to think as a singer doesn't only mean not to carry any stuff on the stage or anything, no. Yeah, this is another thing. I mean, thinking like a singer means melodies, using melodies in your mind. So, when a singer listens to such a song, he starts improvising. Singing to my leaning to a city to weed. And if you're winning, yeah. So, and I think this is a completely new thinking. And well, I want you to think like a singer when you are creating your bass line. What does this mean? Well, get the chords, let your guitarist play the riff on and on and on, or do it like me. Put it on Logic and practice to Logic, on and on and on. Melodies. Okay, I know there were lots of forbidden notes in this line, but I hope you get the message. So if you are thinking more than a singer, you improvise and you use your bass like a voice. So, and then I think the bass line gets more, let's say, live. It's more interesting if you use some melodies or anything like this. And you stick to the eighth, and you can always go back to the root note, and you can play with some harmonies. Yes, and of course, sometimes there are those forbidden notes, but you are still practicing the song. And if you are ready with your line, there are no wrong notes anymore. So think as a singer, and then, I don't dare to say this, it's easier for you to play a solo. Yes, I know, bass solo. I don't like bass solos, but if you are thinking like a singer, it's easier for you to play a bass solo. Stop playing bass and start thinking like a singer. This will help you to get more interesting bass lines into your songs. And I don't mean to play solos or anything. I just mean some cool licks, some cool melodies in your bass line while sticking to the root notes, just improvising a little bit. This will help you. But there's one thing you have to keep in mind. Think of the melodies your singer is finally singing. Maybe they don't fit to your melodies. Listen to your singer and try to pick up some melodies from your singer's line and put it into your bass line. This is very interesting. If you want to see more of those tips, I highly recommend to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. And always remember, bass playing is hard working.